Man vs. Lion. Story narration. The air was dry. Dust swirled around the man's boots. Each step crunched against the cracked earth. The savannah stretched endlessly, golden grass whispering in the wind. He wiped the sweat from his brow. The sun glared above like a burning eye. Silence pressed down. Even the birds had vanished. Then, a low rumble. The sound rolled across the plain. The man froze. His chest tightened. It came again. A deep, guttural growl, vibrating in his ribs. He turned his head slowly. There, emerging from the tall grass, was the lion. Its mane burned with the color of fire. Its eyes glowed with predatory calm. The man's heartbeat thundered louder than the growl. His throat turned dry as sand. The lion stepped forward, muscles rippling under golden skin. The air seemed to thicken. Every sound disappeared. Only the beating of his heart remained. The man's hand reached for the spear on his back. His fingers trembled against the wooden shaft. The lion's breath broke the silence. Hot, steady, powerful. The man tightened his grip. One wrong move would mean the end. The grass behind him whispered again. Something moved. Not the lion. Something else. The man's skin prickled. The lion stopped. Its ears twitched. Its eyes darted. Not at him, but beyond him. The man dared not look. The ground beneath his feet seemed to shift. The savannah itself held its breath. The man's back tingled. Something was there. Something close. But he could not move. The lion's eyes narrowed. Its tail lashed against the grass. The man's breath came shallow and sharp. He gripped the spear tighter. The silence cracked. A rustle. A heavy thud. Behind him, the man's neck stiffened. He turned, slow as stone. The grass parted. Two golden eyes glared at him. Another lion. Larger. Darker. Its mane caught the dying sun like a crown of fire. The man's stomach sank. One in front. One behind. The air vibrated with danger. Every instinct screamed at him to run. But his legs were rooted. The first lion stepped closer. Its paw sank deep into the earth. Claws glinted like knives. The second lion growled low. The sound rattled his bones. The man's world shrank. Two lions. No escape. The spear felt too small in his hands. The sky darkened as clouds rolled in. The wind picked up. Dust and grass stung his eyes. The lions moved in unison. One step. Then another. The man raised the spear. His hands slick with sweat. His breath sharp and shallow. The circle was closing. The circle tightened. The lion's eyes locked onto him. Their growls rumbled like distant thunder. The man's heart hammered against his chest. He shifted his feet, dust swirling at his heels. The spear felt heavy, yet it was his only shield. The first lion crouched low. Its muscles bunched, ready to spring. The second circled behind. Its shadow stretched long in the fading light. The man turned slowly, never breaking eye contact. His throat burned with fear. The lions moved like hunters of time itself. Silent, patient, deadly. The wind dropped. For one breath, the savannah was still. The man lifted the spear high. The wood trembled in his grip. The first lion growled again. Louder. The ground shook beneath its roar. Birds burst from the grass in a frantic cloud. The man flinched. In that heartbeat, the lion lunged. Its body a blur of power and fury. The man thrust the spear forward. The air cracked with the impact. Dust exploded around them. A scream tore from his throat. The beast's weight drove him back. The ground ripped beneath his boots. Claws slashed the air. The world turned to chaos. Would you like me to carry the fight into a brutal, moment-by-moment clash, or should I draw it out with slower sensory detail to heighten the tension before revealing the outcome? The dust hung heavy in the air. The man staggered back, breath ragged. His spear trembled, buried deep in the earth. The lion froze, its golden eyes locked with his. For a long moment, time itself seemed to stop. The savannah was silent once more. The second lion stood still, its mane rippling in the wind. It did not lunge. It did not strike. Instead, it lowered its head. A deep, rumbling growl rolled through the grass. Then, both lions turned. Their massive bodies moved with slow, deliberate grace. They melted back into the tall grass. The man stood alone, chest heaving, hands shaking. The echo of their roars still thundered in his ears. He dropped to his knees. Relief washed over him, heavy as stone. He had faced the king of beasts. And lived. The sky opened wide above him. The last light of the sun spilled gold across the horizon. And the savannah, once more, breathed in peace.